Tonight, as darkness gently settles over the earth and the noise of the day slowly fades away, imagine yourself standing on a quiet path beneath a sky filled with countless stars. The air is cool and peaceful, and a gentle breeze moves through the trees. You have carried many burdens today: worries, fears, unanswered questions, and silent struggles that no one else knows about. Your heart feels tired and your mind longs for rest. As you continue walking down the path, you notice a warm golden light shining in the distance. It is unlike any light you have ever seen. It feels comforting, safe, and full of love. As the light comes closer, you see Jesus walking toward you. His face is calm, his eyes are filled with compassion, and his presence brings peace to your soul. He smiles gently and says, "My child, I have been with you all along." The moment you hear his voice, something begins to change inside you. The weight you have been carrying starts to feel lighter. Jesus walks beside you and listens to every concern hidden deep within your heart. He already knows your struggles, your disappointments, your fears about tomorrow, and the pain you have carried for so long. Yet his love for you has never changed. Together you walk through a beautiful valley illuminated by moonlight. A peaceful river flows nearby, reflecting the stars above. Jesus points to the river and says, "Just as this water continues to flow, my love for you never stops." As you listen, a deep sense of comfort fills your heart. You realize that you do not have to face life alone. Every challenge, every obstacle, and every uncertainty can be placed into his hands. The night grows quieter, and the sounds of the river become a gentle melody. Jesus reminds you that even when life feels overwhelming, he is still in control. He promises that no storm is greater than his power, and no darkness is stronger than his light. Slowly, your fears begin to disappear. The peace of Christ settles over you like a warm blanket. For the first time in a long while, your heart feels calm. Jesus places his hand upon your shoulder and says, "Rest tonight. I am watching over you." As you continue walking together beneath the stars, you know that whatever tomorrow may bring, you will never walk alone again. As the night becomes deeper and quieter, Jesus leads you toward a wide green field bathed in soft moonlight. The grass moves gently in the breeze, and the entire landscape feels peaceful and safe. In the distance, you see a flock of sheep resting quietly. Jesus turns to you and says, "I am the good shepherd." As you watch the sheep sleeping peacefully, you notice that the shepherd remains awake. He carefully watches over every sheep, making sure they are safe from danger. Jesus explains that his care for you is even greater. While you sleep, he watches over your life. While you worry, he is already working on your behalf. While you face uncertainty, he is preparing a path before you. You sit down on the soft grass and gaze at the stars overhead. The sky seems endless, yet Jesus knows every star by name. He reminds you that if God cares for the stars, the mountains, the rivers, and every living creature, how much more does he care for you? The burdens that once seemed impossible begin to shrink in the presence of his love. Jesus tells you stories of people who trusted him during difficult times and discovered his faithfulness. He speaks of storms that were calmed, hearts that were healed, and lives that were transformed by faith. As you listen, hope begins to grow within you. You realize that your story is not finished. God is still writing new chapters filled with grace, mercy, and purpose. The shepherd rises and walks among the sleeping sheep, ensuring that each one is protected. Then he looks at you and says, "You are precious to me. I will never leave you nor forsake you." Those words settle deep within your soul. Every fear of being forgotten disappears. Every feeling of loneliness fades away. You understand that the Creator of heaven and earth knows you personally and loves you completely. The night air grows cooler and your eyes begin to feel heavy. Jesus invites you to rest. He assures you that he will remain awake, guarding your life through the night. As you lie down in the peaceful field beneath the stars, you feel surrounded by divine peace. Your heart is calm, your mind is quiet, and your spirit is at rest. With Jesus as your shepherd, you know that you are safe, loved, and protected. And as sleep gently comes, his words echo softly within your heart. "Fear not, for I am with you always." The night continues, and Jesus leads you toward the shore of a vast sea. The moonlight dances across the water, creating a silver pathway that stretches to the horizon. At first, the sea is calm, but suddenly strong winds begin to blow, and dark clouds gather overhead. Waves rise higher and higher, crashing against the rocks. Fear starts to grow within you. The storm reminds you of the challenges in your own life, the worries, the disappointments, and the situations that seem beyond your control. But Jesus stands calmly beside you. His face remains peaceful, untouched by the chaos around him. He looks at the storm and simply says, "Peace, be still." Instantly, the wind stops. The waves become calm. The clouds begin to drift away, revealing the stars once more. Jesus turns to you and says, The night is now very still. The stars shine brighter than ever before, Jesus leads you to a peaceful hill overlooking the valley below. From there you can see rivers, forests, mountains, and fields stretching into the distance. Everything seems perfectly calm. Jesus sits beside you and gazes at the horizon. For a while neither of you speaks. There is no need for words. His presence alone brings comfort. You feel completely safe. Every anxious thought has faded away. Every fear has lost its power. The only thing remaining is peace. Jesus gently says, "My child, whenever you feel weary, come to me. Whenever you feel lost, look for me. Whenever you feel afraid, trust in me." The words settle deep into your heart. As the first signs of dawn begin to appear on the horizon, a golden light fills the sky. You realize that the night is ending and a new day is beginning. Jesus smiles and reminds you that his love will remain with you no matter what happens. With renewed strength, renewed faith, and renewed hope, you prepare to step into the future knowing that the Savior, who guided you through the night, will continue to walk beside you every day of your life. The sun begins to rise. Jesus leads you toward a majestic mountain that reaches high into the clouds. The path is steep, and at times it feels difficult to continue. With every step, you become aware of your weaknesses and limitations. Yet Jesus walks beside you, encouraging you to keep moving forward. Faith is not the absence of difficulty, he says. Faith is trusting God even when the path is hard. As you climb